Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how you can farm DAX from the new site provided by proadx for liquidity farming. The farming has a very high APY which can create a passive income for you guys if you take advantage of this opportunity. Today I'm going to walk you step by step on how you can farm it. For those of you who do not know how to provide liquidity for you to begin the farming, I'm going to give you a basic step, but if you want an in-depth tutorial on how you can provide liquidity for products using BNB, you can check in the description below. I'll leave a link to the video in which that can give you a comprehensive guide on how to supply liquidity for DAX BNB. So without wasting much of your time, the first thing you have to do for you to be able to farm DAX in the farming liquidity website, you have to supply liquidity for DAX first. There are various farming available for in the liquidity farming. You have let's go check it out. I'll leave a link to in the description below that leads to the website for you to be able to access the website. So we have DAX BNB liquidity pool, we have DAX BUSD liquidity pool, and we also have BNB BUSD liquidity pool. They give you 10x in return in your investment. And if you check the information provided here, actually in a day you get about 0.58% return on your investment, though this value here varies depending on the number of people participating in the pool. So in a day, after 24 hours, you are expected to have about 1,121 DAX in a day. In 7 days, you have to have 7,989 DAX. In 30 days, you have 36.6 DAX, thousand DAX, and in 1 year, you have 1.3 million pieces of DAX. Now, like I said earlier, these values, these figures, they are not stable. The more people get into the liquidity pool, the more the APY drops, and the more what you get as your return, the more they drop. So the earlier you get into the farming, the better. So without wasting much of your time, I'll take you straight to how you can provide the liquidity. I'm not going to go into details on how you can do it. Like I said earlier, you can check in the description below. I'll leave a link to the video that gives a comprehensive explanation. So I'll exit this page. I'll go to my Trust wallet. I'll go to PancakeSwap. Once you get to your PancakeSwap, once you're in your PancakeSwap, you're going to swap your BNB. If you are providing liquidity for 5 pieces of DAX, you are going to provide an equivalent worth of that 5 pieces of DAX in BNB. So let's say we bought $5 worth of DAX from the in PancakeSwap. We are going to have a $5 worth of BNB. So once you have the same equivalent, you just go to this liquidity tab here in your PancakeSwap. Once you go to the liquidity tab, once you get to the liquidity tab, you just click on add liquidity. Now once you click on add liquidity, they are going to open where you select the coins that you wish to use to provide liquidity. So for example, like we said earlier, if you have $5 worth of BNB, you click it, your $5 worth of BNB is going to appear here. And if you have $5 worth of DAX, if you select it, your $5 worth of DAX is going to appear here. Now if the BNB that you have is $5 exactly, and the amount of DAX you have is more than $5, you can select max. so that once you select max, it's going to pick the equivalent amount of DAX that worth the $5. And once you click it, it's going to ask you to supply. Now you just click on supply. Now once you click on supply, it's going to process it, then it's going to create the liquidity. Now once the liquidity is created, so for the sake of this tutorial, let me see if I can create add a liquidity pool for DAX for a little sum. Let me check. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm only going to provide a liquidity pool of $1 worth of BNB. So I'm going to use 0.00272, which is $1 in equivalent. And since I already have DAX enough in my balance, I'm going to search for DAX here. So I have DAX. Say here already, I already have 5,000 pieces of DAX already in my balance. So 5,000 pieces, as you know, 5,000 pieces is more than $1. So I'm only going to max the $1. So once I click, I use $1 worth of BNB for the DAX. It's going to pick the amount of DAX that is equivalent to $1, which is 226 pieces of DAX for $1. So once I select it, I will just go and click on supply. Now once I click on supply, it's going to ask me to confirm the supply. I'll click confirm. Now I'll wait for the transaction to be completed, then I'll approve the transaction. Once the transaction is approved, I'll grant it access by imputing my password. Now the transaction has been completed and my liquidity has been provided. As you can see, the amount has been deducted from my BNB. So the next thing to do is for us now to head to the DAX Liquidity Farming website for us to be able to supply our liquidity. I'll leave the link in the description below to the website. So for us to go, we'll just exit the page. So now once you copy the link and paste it in your DApp browser in your Trust wallet, it's going to land you in this page. Now once you are landed in this page, if you have not provided any liquidity before, this place will be graded out. But if you have provided liquidity before, it's going to give you an option to harvest what you have earned so far. So for us to provide our liquidity, in order for us to begin our farming, you see this 3 line at the top on left corner of the screen. You just select it. There's going to be a drop down. You select the liquidity pool farming. Once you click on it, it's going to open this spot. There are 3 liquidity pool farming here available. We have the one for DAX BNB, DAX BUSD, and BNB BUSD. Now the one we are going to provide the liquidity for is for DAX BNB, because that is the liquidity that we provided in PancakeSwap. Had it been we provide a liquidity for DAX BUSD, we are going to supply the liquidity for DAX BNB, but this one we are going to use the one for DAX BNB. So in order for us to supply the liquidity, if you have not supplied any liquidity before, you are going to have something like this. You are going to have something like this. There is going to be an approved contract. You have to approve the contract first. Now once you approve the contract, it's going to ask you to stake. Let's try and approve this first. Click on approve contract. If you are doing it for the first time, once you click on approve contract, you click on approve, then you approve the contract. Now once you approve the contract, it's going to wait for the transaction to confirm. Now once you approve, it's going to ask you to stake. As you can see, stake appeared here. Once you click on stake, it's going to ask you to supply the liquidity. Now we only provide the liquidity for DAX BNB, not DAX BUSD. So this one is not going to work for us. So we go to the option that have for DAX BNB. Now in our case, the reason why here is only showing minus and plus here. This minus is for removing the liquidity. If you are no longer interested in farming again, you just click on minus. It's going to remove the liquidity. But if you want to add up your liquidity in order for you to increase your farming rate, you just click on this plus sign here. Once you click on the plus sign, as you can see our DAX BNB here, once we click on max, it's going to pick all the sum that we use to provide our liquidity. Then we just click on confirm transaction. We wait for the transaction to be confirmed, then we approve the transaction. We just wait. So we just wait for our transaction to be confirmed. So as you can see, our transaction have been confirmed, and our liquidity pool has been added. So guys, that's how to provide to farm DAX in the DAX liquidity farming site. Please, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and press the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new video, you'll be able to get a notification. Please, this is not a financial advice. Please do your own research before you invest into a project like this. Proadx is a very promising project, and they have been working hard. The development team has been working hard, and if you take advantage of this opportunity, and in the long run, you are going to have a good laugh. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day, and have a nice day. Bye bye. Please do not invest what you cannot afford to lose. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.